Well, I caught myself on fire again and didn't even notice. Again. I think it's because my back hurts all the time, so I don't notice when it hurts, and I'm also always so cold. I know I've done too much acid and it's severely impacted my brain because I'm looking at this right now thinking, this is the most beautiful thing in the world. Sometimes I look at pictures of myself when I was little and I cry because my nose will never be that small again. I mourn. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in their shoes. I hate shoes. Why are you trying to get me to wear shoes? Stop it. Stop it. I forgot that Be Real shows what song you're listening to when you post. So now all my friends know that I was listening to an incestual love ballad about Arrested Development. Awesome. Awesome. Who is Sancho? And why are we all threatening his life when we sing that Sublime song? What did he do to us? Yeah, cis guys get to have their prostate stimulated while they poop. But do they get to scroll on Pinterest while they poop? No. I mean, they could, but they don't. They will never probably know the joys of scrolling on Pinterest while pooping. At this point, I open Pinterest and it's like, it's time. I gotta go. Things start moving. People will be like, oh, I have the craziest cartoon crushes. Oh, they're so strange. And then you're like, what? And they're like, the sexy fish from Finding Nemo. Obviously you are attracted to him. That is not strange. That is like the most normie cartoon crush ever. Where are my people who want to marry the firefly from Princess and the Frog, the Cajun firefly? I mean, I know I could never compete and compare with Miss Evangeline, but I love him, and I would like to be legally bound to him in marriage. So sick of YouTube deleting my comments for threatening terrorist action. Let me simply say that I want to blow up Sony Pictures Studios in Culver City, California. Cowards. For legal purposes, this video is for entertainment only and it's not serious. When people talk about Tangled, they say she hit him with a frying pan. And yes, not technically wrong, but I think it needs to be brought up, it needs to be addressed that she hit him with a cast iron skillet. That is like a step above that. That is so much heavier, that's so much harder, and so much more serious. And I love her for it, queen, full support, but I think it needs to be addressed. I just think we should call it what it is. I came across the lyrics to You're So Vain the other day, Carly Simon, and my whole life I've been singing, your scontlet was apricot. It's scarf. His scarf was apricot. First of all, why is she singing about a guy in a scarf? Second of all, I never knew what a scontlet was, but that's just what I was saying. I don't even think it's a real word. I'm not going to look it up because I'll feel stupid if it's not a real word. Probably isn't. Saturdays are so stressful for me because it's like there's so many cartoons on and I don't know which ones to pick. Cartoons are wasted on children also, I'd like to address, because I appreciate the animation, the voice acting, everything. I appreciate it way more than those fuckers. I thought I commented reject me so I can move on this guy's YouTube short. And then I look at my own YouTube video. I commented that on my own YouTube video somehow. Somehow that's where that comment went. I commented reject me so I can move on my own video. I didn't mean to do that if anyone saw that. My bad, I guess. I'm crying again because I'm so nervous to play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's not that I'm nervous about like winning or like I'm afraid people will be mean to me. I'm afraid people won't like me. Why do I care? Why do I care? It's Dungeons and Dragons. D&D is just so hard because there's so many rules, and I've never been a big fan of rules, but my therapists are like, rules are what makes the game. Imagine if volleyball was just a net and a ball. That wouldn't be a game. And I'm like, okay, I guess. But what's always turned me off about D&D is someone being like, well, actually, you can't do that. And then being like a neckbeard Redditor, and then everyone at the table laughing at me, and they're all neckbeard Redditors. I'm not going to let those types of people laugh at me, but nobody in my group is really a neckbeard Redditor, not truly. And so I just have to get over that. But also, it's just like, okay, at first my DM was like, you can be whatever size you want to be. It doesn't have to be canon, because I wanted to be really small. I was like, I want to be the size of 3 Xanax bars. And then they're like, no, you can't do that. That's too small. I'm like, well, fuck me then. I cried over that. I did. I've cried over D&D so many times and I haven't even played it yet. They did let me have purple skin and pink hair at least, even though that is not canon for a goblin. But it's like, okay, she's a teenage goblin girl cheerleader. Maybe she dyes her hair and fake tans her skin with purple. You can fake tan, why can't you fake purple? And so I would have fought them if they didn't let me do that anyways. Because Celery Cypress, the teenage goblin girl cheerleader, Nepo baby, who who plays Lyre and Banshee's a bard, that's just her style. And everyone's going to have to accept that today. Everyone's going to have to accept Celery Cypress today. And if they don't, I will cry. I will. This is the scariest shit I've ever read. Been wondering if my newfound high standards are actually me just respecting myself more, or more probably me self-sabotaging, because if nobody meets my standards, then I don't get in a relationship and then I don't have to be scared. I've been having nightmares about her. She haunts my every waking moment and my every sleeping moment. I'm not the only one that has her burned in my brain either. It's very uncomfortable to me. Nope. Also, at first my DM was like, oh, it's gonna be a low combat one because I don't like combat that much, you don't like combat that much, they don't like combat that much. But then they changed it and they're like, actually there's gonna be a good bit of combat because I want you guys to get used to like knowing that it's okay to like hit the monsters because we're all a bunch of fucking pacifists. And I'm like, no, I can't hit the monsters. Like, fucking, what if they just have a bad family situation? What if they just need talk? Maybe they just need therapy. Maybe they just need some love in their life. Like, what? I don't want to hit the monsters. My dungeon master made me... I should just start calling them Dylan. They've literally been in the vlogs before, and it makes me want to throw up saying dungeon master. They made me a cheat sheet, though. It's very nice. And this is how it starts. Wahoo, Lex! This is gonna be fun and chill. Take a deep breath and remember it's a game whose objective is literally to have the most fun possible, not to win. Here are some tips if you feel stuck about what to do in combat or during roleplay. And then it goes on. Yes, I'm crying. I don't care about winning. I literally am just so scared they won't like it. People won't be mean to me. Oh, I'm so scared. It starts in 11 minutes. Oh my god. Guys, that was actually so much fun. I had a blast and no one was mean to me at all. I hate my stupid, oh, that's rude to say, but I don't appreciate, that's what I'll say. I don't appreciate the way my brain pretends like everything's gonna be bad all the time. And then most of the time it turns out fine. And even when it turns out bad, it doesn't turn out as bad as my brain thinks it will turn out. And combat wasn't near as scary as I thought it would be. And I wasn't near as pacifistic as I thought it would be. Is that a word? I don't know. But we had to fight a bookshelf. And I was like, oh my god, how am I going to fight books? This is so upsetting. Books are my favorite thing. How will I hurt them? Immediately when I got to my turn, I said, I'm going to try to club the fucker. I rolled. I missed. I didn't get a club the fucker. But I did other spells, and I did end up helping defeat the bookshelf. And I didn't even feel that bad about it. So, because at the end of the day, the bookshelf was keeping the books from me, and knowledge is for the people. And so, yeah, it went great. It went epic. It was an epic gamer moment. I will say, though, I'm so thankful for, what's it called? Roll20, the website, because I do not know how people in the olden days used to do this on paper. Like, I get that the maps were on like grid paper and people like took notes and like I'd like get the character sheets, so I get it. I'm not saying I don't know how they did it, but I'm just saying like, wow, that sounds really hard. Shout out Roll20. I called my mommy to tell her that I had fun, and she said, I knew you would love it because you're a nerd. Rude. Everyone was actually really nice to me, though, and I feel like it's because Dylan prepped them. I feel like Dylan was like, I swear to God, if y'all do anything rude to Lex or Celery, I feel like they definitely had to tell them that because everyone was overly nice to me, which is my favorite way for people to be to me. And Dylan's mom was super funny and like so charismatic, and I love her so much, and I never met her before, and I feel like that's part of the reason I was so nervous, because it's like I've never met her, and it's like, hey, I fucked your kid. But she had already liked me before this, Dylan says. I mean, she's always trying to get me to marry Dylan and get Dylan to marry me, so I guess I should have known that it would all be nice, but I was still worried, and it was nothing like my nightmares where Discord moderators yell at me, because there was no Discord moderators to be seen. So, great day. Oh, thank God, someone left some footprints for me to walk in. Just kidding, they're too small. I'm knee deep out here trying to get my damn banjo. Okay, maybe not knee deep, maybe like halfway. But come on, let me get my banjo. You can't tell where the porch ends and the snow begins because it's like literally the exact same height. I love him with all of me. I love him with every fiber of my being. I don't think I'll ever love like this until I conceive. Look at this little barista twink on Duolingo. Oh my fucking God, you guys. I have been texting someone who I thought was my teacher when I was little. I thought I missaved the contact. I thought I've been texting my teacher this whole fucking time. She sends me motivational quotes. She sends me Bible verses. She like sent me a job opportunity type thing. The whole time I thought it was my teacher. It is the mother of this guy who is in love with me. Correction, was. And maybe not even in love. Could have just been a crush. I always talk in hyperbole. We know this. Look, I'm doing it right now. I'm saying always, right now. I am an exaggerator. I just don't want him to find out I'm saying he's in love with me and he's not. So let's just leave it at that. I found out because the contact updated. Like the picture, you know, when you have an iPhone and someone's picture contact uploads. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The worst part is I've told people about this. It wouldn't be so bad if it was only in my head and I was the only one to know this. But I've told people about this. I've been like, oh yeah, she fucking sends me these quotes and she sends me these Bible verses. We still have a great relationship. I haven't been talking to her at all. That makes a lot more sense with the job opportunity because it was this girl's daughter who was leaving the position. And then she was like, oh, she's leaving the position. Maybe you could do it. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, well, it's her daughter. Of course you knew. Guys, oh, I want to smoke weed so bad, but I've already gone a week. I can go another week. Who cares? I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. The most embarrassing fucking part of this is I've been having dreams about that teacher, about her being really mean to me, honestly. So I texted her because I'm like, maybe I just need to text her. I texted her and I said, love you, miss you, thinking about you, hope you're being happy and having fun. I texted the mother of the guy who's trying, he hasn't tried to get with me in a long time, but he did talk to my grandparents like last year and ask about me. People are always talking to my grandparents that went to private school with me, and they're always like, he didn't say this, but actually, I don't know if he did say this or not, but a lot of them are always like, is she married? They're always like, she's gotten close a couple of times, but now I'm like, ugh, what a private school thing to say. Is she married? It's literally up to my fucking knees in this bitch. Oh my God, it's up to my knees in this bitch. When Billie Eilish sang, I don't know how to feel, I did not feel that. I know 5 seconds ago I did lie and say I wasn't embarrassed when I was embarrassed, but that was just a little jokey joke. I was feeling it, don't worry. I'm always feeling something. I changed my mind about Kristen Hanna. This one is quite good. Anyone who says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, they don't read. Especially they don't read Kristen Hanna, because I've never left a book of hers unhurt. I've never closed a book of hers unscathed. This bitch, if I see you in the street, it's on sight. I'm cutting off your damn fingers so you can't write no more. I can't handle this. You have ruined my life too many times. I'm out here making noises reserved for mothers who have lost children. Oh my God, I'm out here. Oh my God, I'm crying like a literal baby. Like I'm making noises only fucking babies should make. Oh my God. Just be glad you're not here to hear it. Did I finish the book, or did the book finish me? I'm seriously out here making the same noises Bella makes when the fucking vampire breaks her damn arm. Or is it her leg? It's her leg, right? Yeah, when the damn vampire breaks her damn leg. And she's like, ah! That's not even the right noise. It's like, ah! No, that's not the right noise. He's like, I can't do it on purpose. I can only do it because of these words. But just know, these are the noises I'm making.
Tell Edward how much it hurts.
In the acknowledgement, she says, this book was a labor of love, and like a woman in labor, I often felt overwhelmed and desperate in that, please help me, this can't be what I signed up for, give me drugs kind of way. Crazy that's how you felt while writing it, because that's how I felt while reading it. Finally, a show of hands, who cried, or at least got a little choked up while reading this book? At least! I've had a crush on this guy since like 16. I'm still crying over the book, by the way, not this guy. I blocked him on everything, because I'm just pissed off, because I'm like, I love you, goddammit, and you don't love me, so I'm gonna block you, because that's what I do. We know that on this channel. If you've been here long enough, you know that I blocked the men I love. He just added me on Goodreads. I just went to go review this fucker, and he fucking, do I add him? What do I do? Well, okay, well, I guess let him see my books. I don't know what to do. Oh, now I'm reading his review. I haven't even thought about this man in weeks, and now, because I blocked him and it cured me, and now I am reading his reviews, falling in love all over again. He gave the Communist Manifesto 5 stars, and Fight Club. And he's like a man who I know actually knows what Fight Club actually means. They're so rare. And his Instagram comment section is full of Trump supporters screaming at him and threatening to call the police on him. He's the man for me. We've been through this before, but yes, I know Goodreads is owned by Amazon. Yes, I still use it because it doesn't give them any money. I don't even see them like running ads on it or anything. If I find out it gives them money, I'll stop using it. I also have Storygraph, but I don't know. Goodreads is so terrible, but there's just something about it. And that's where all my friends are. None of my friends have Storygraph, so sorry. Catch me rating the Communist Manifesto 5 stars on an app owned by the worst capitalists in the world. I honestly thought about, why do I do this? Why did I do it again? I'm sitting on my hand. I honestly thought about it when I blocked him, and I was like, what if he subscribes to my OnlyFans and messages me there? That would be quite silly. And then he does Goodreads. I was not expecting that. That was a little bit of a plot twist, if you will.